Alright, yo, what's up? So this is gonna be my first actual episode of my one-step series, which is probably going to take however long it takes. That's the thing about this. We don't know how long this one-step process is gonna take, because there's many of those one steps that goes into life. There's the one step of waking up. That's a step. The step of making yourself a good breakfast, that's a step. Drinking your water, that's a step. There's all of those steps that go into your life that are so vital and that matter so much. So what I'm going to do here is actually just, talk about and explain what you guys are going to be seeing on this channel. I decided to discuss this all with you right before I go ahead and work out, which I will show later in this video. Most importantly, growing your faith in the Lord, having the discipline. Again, discipline is going to be a huge topic of this just entire journey of mine. Having the discipline to open your Bible, read the Lord's word, understand it, fully accept that you will never be worthy of his love, but yet the Lord loves you anyways. And that should be enough motivation for when you wake up. Wow, the Lord has given me air to breathe. The Lord has woken me up with a purpose to be better each and every day, and I'm so thankful for that. And as someone who wants to get better with their work ethic, better in lacrosse, it's all going to matter. This third part of this episode really is going to be what it's going to take to be the best. It's not going to be easy, and I think I don't fully realize that, but gradually I feel like I will. Realizing that there's going to be days where the shots just aren't hitting the corners. Okay, they're not singing them like they always were. There's going to be days where I'm tired and I'm like, I don't want to work out, but you have to do it anyways. That's the growth. That's the growing process, to build yourself up and up and up, to be unstoppable. That's almost the goal, to be able to look a defender in the eye and say, I'm beating you, you won't beat me. And that's the confidence and that I will only be able to obtain from my work ethic and the Lord. So join me, guys. Join me in the long, grueling, awesome, process of being better. So in about 5 minutes, as I get ready for my workout, beforehand, I want to just thank you all for, if you're watching this, just staying here, being willing to just deal with me as I, probably not going to be as consistent as I should, but I'm going to be better at that. And so I'm going to get ready to work out. You guys are going to see that in about 20 seconds. Thank you all for joining me on the journey. God bless. To begin my forearm and shoulder day, I decided to do 3 sets of pull-ups to get my arms nice and warm. Next up, we have seated forearm curls. Did 3 sets of these. And in between every set, I like to throw in a little bit of abs. Now we have 3 sets of this forearm curl variation. Don't forget a few sets of reverse curls. And 3 sets of lateral raises. My shoulder started popping, so I stopped. This is the pump of the day. Have a good one. God bless.